quickly as I could.
You've lost that disc, haven't you, Grant?
No, I didn't exactly lose it.
Then what happened?
When Scorpio announced that everyone was going to be searched, I had to get rid of it quickly.
What did you do with it?
I put it on a table in a pile of the casino chips. They're almost identical.
Go on.
I intended to retrieve it as soon as I'd been searched, but Luke made that impossible.
How?
He got upset with Scorpio and he picked up a pile of the chips and threw them all over the casino floor.
Including the disc? Lord.
Well, we don't have to get quite that upset. After all, we do know where the disc is. It's still in the casino, somewhere.
Yes, it has to be. But who knows where?
Let me double check. Now, if Ballantyne caught Flight 107 out of Washington, he should arrive in Port Charles any minute. Correct? No, I've already taken care of that. I called Gerald, and he's standing by to meet with Ballantyne and me. What? Yeah, affirmative. Thank you.
Your raid on the casino certainly made the paper. You're all over the front page.
Well, I expected that.
Did you also expect what the story seems to suggest? That the raid was only to harass Luke?
Holly.
Yes?
Is that what you think, too?
What, may I ask, is so funny?
Just twists and turns of the knife. Have you seen this?
From the looks of it, I'd say that the Herald is rather anti-Scorpio.
Yeah, isn't that a shame?
I can tell you're all broken up about it.
Ooh, near tears. You know, the wonderful ironic part is that this police harassment just might snag me a few extra votes.
Come on, is that what you think it is, harassment against you?
Well, one thing I know it isn't is a routine drug bust. That's just a sophomoric excuse.
Why is that?
Oh, come on, Connie, use your head. So some dumb jerk in here is holding. There was no dealing going on, no drugs passed hands. You know that, I know that, Scorpio knows that. If they did a sweep in this town of everybody carrying drugs, they'd have to start at the outer limits of town, run all the way across town, and hit everything, including police headquarters.
Okay, so you think that they were after something else?
Don't act slow on me, will you?
Okay. What do you think they were after?
Well, I don't know. Maybe just, like you said, maybe it was just a Scorpio's personal vendetta.
Nothing else?
I don't know, isn't that enough, considering?
You may be right. But I know one thing. I am going to go over the security from top to bottom and make sure that everything is working.
Good idea.
And I will start at the cage. Would you care to help?
No, I'm going to run an inventory at the bar.
Everything's okay there, isn't it?
Well, sure. But I mean, last night notwithstanding, I'm running a business here, you know, and it's a good one. And it's going to be business as usual. I'm going to keep this place open for two reasons. First of all, because it's a good business, and secondly, because I need it. I'll be in the bar.
I'll be in the cage.
All right.
I fixed us some coffee.
Killing two birds with the one stone, I see.
What on earth is that supposed to mean?
Bird one, I wanted some coffee, and thank you. Bird two, by going out and making it, you neatly avoided answering my question.
What question?
Question to which I really would appreciate an answer. Do you really think, that that raid the other night was nothing more than my personal desire to harass Spencer?
Frankly, I have no idea why that raid took place last night. And instead of asking me to guess, why don't you tell me?
I've already told you. I cannot share this with you.
Obviously.
Look, don't you freeze up on me now. I can't take you into my confidence at this particular point for this particular... It wouldn't be safe.
All I know is that you won't.
Not won't. Can't.
Then that leaves me to draw my own conclusion.
You're being unfair, Holly. I do not have any personal animosity towards Luke, regardless of your obvious interest in him.
Now who's being unfair?
I haven't lost my powers of observation, dear.
What are you talking about?
The way you got off gambling with him the other night?
Nonsense.
Is it?
Damn right it is. Got Luke on the brain.
Where have you got him?
Robert, stop it. Is Luke's presence going to be the background for all our emotions? Is everything we say and do just going to be colored by him? We can't live with him between us.
I'll get it. Well, obviously Flight 107 was on time. Mr. Ballantyne? Doctor, good to see you again.
I went directly from the airport to Dr. Gerald's office. Thought it would save time.
Good.
Holly, it's very nice seeing you again.
Professor.
Holly, Mr. Ballantyne, I don't believe you've met my wife.
A pleasure, Mrs. Scorpio.
Thank you.
Well, shall we, sit down, gentlemen?
Oh, thanks.
I'll leave you to your discussion.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
Please, I understand.
She's charming, Robert. You're a very lucky man.
I think so. Well, let's get to it.
I only had a split second to get rid of the thing, so I put it on a table in a pile of casino chips.
That's an excuse. It was a stupid place to try and hide it. I'm very disappointed in you, Grant.
I agree. Surely you could have found a better place than that,
Oh, for
Grant.
heaven's sakes, Natalie, I was about to be searched. What would you suggest I should have done? I had my wife, my friends standing there. Should I have announced I was going off to the men's room?
Oh, Grant, now you're just being ridiculous.
No, you're being ridiculous. I had no way of knowing that Luke was going to throw those chips all over the casino.
Still, it was a very poor decision.
All right. In retrospect, I admit it was. At the time, it was the only option that I saw. I intended to pick it up as soon as the search was over.
If your judgment had been
Well, let's just
correct.
stop all this. The damage is done. Bickering's certainly not going to help now.
I agree.
Actually, there is some good in everything that's happened.
What?
We know for a fact that the police don't have the disc, therefore we can safely assume that it's still in the casino.
Of course it is. It has to be.
So you get over to Gerald's lab right now, pump him, see if you can find out any more about all of this.
I'll try, but this isn't...
Just do it. In the meantime, I think I'll go over to the casino. I could use a little rehearsal. Certainly give me an opportunity to see what I can find there.
You looking for Dr. Gerald?
Yes, I am.
He's not there. In fact,
Professor Gerald, there you are. I knocked on your door a little while ago, but one of your colleagues across the hall said that you'd been away all morning.
For the last time, I'm sorry to say.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I mean, I shall certainly be in my lab and office from now on.
Well,
To be exact, day and night, endlessly.
that sounds like an exciting new project.
It's neither new nor exciting. Forgive me, Grant. I'm a little out of sorts today.
Please, sir, don't apologize. Believe me, we all have our bad days.
Care to stop in?
If I may.
Anyone may. There's certainly no security risk.
Pardon?
Oh, forget it. We'll just say that I've learned I have a great deal of work ahead of me, and I'm not looking forward to it.
Sir, that doesn't sound anything like you. You usually respond so well to a challenge.
Not when the challenge is already met and solved. This is just make work, and I dread it.
But it is an experiment of some kind, isn't it?
No, it's... I apologize, but I'm not supposed to discuss it.
No, that's okay. I understand perfectly. And I'm sure that once you get into your work, your old, usual enthusiasm will return.
Well, we shall see.
Yes. Listen, Doctor, if you're not busy, why don't you let me buy us a couple of cups of coffee?
That's very kind of you, Grant, but I'm afraid I can't spare the time. In fact, I hope you understand. I'm going to ask you to cut this visit short.
Of course I understand. I only wish there was something I could do.
No, afraid I have to do this myself. I'm expecting some material from Washington. I have to get ready to work on it.
Sir, I won't be in your way any longer, but please just remember one thing.
I'll try.
If at any time your work becomes a burden and you want to get away for a few hours, all you have to do is call. I'm available for coffee or dinner or one of our chess games or even just to talk. And I'd consider it a great privilege.
What a generous friend you are, Grant. I appreciate it. Especially now.
Oh? Well, why now?
I'm facing a difficult time ahead. A time when I'm going to need good friends like you.
Good luck, sir.
And this is, or used to be, the casino.
Very impressive, Luke.
Thank you. I'm glad you could drop by. I didn't know you were in town.
Oh, I pop up in various places.
Yes, I remember. Have you seen the paper?
Ah, yes, I have.
Could it be that the commissioner's grandstand screw-up was what brought you to Port Chuck?
Well, the commissioner doesn't consider it to be a grandstand screw-up.
Well, I certainly hope he doesn't consider it one of his shining achievements. I'm puzzled, Mr. Valentine. I had no idea that WSB was interested in drugs. I didn't know that was one of your provinces.
Oh, WSB is always expanding its horizons, Luke.
Oh, dynamite.
I take it that we can count on your cooperation if it should be needed, of course.
Mr. Valentine, I am the soul of cooperation. At least with you and your organization.
Uh-oh, I think I hear an exception there somewhere.
I'm not at all interested in cooperating with a public servant who abuses his power by closing a place.
Well, that's a matter of opinion.
Correct. I'll see you in court.
What's going on between you two? You don't sound like the people I knew before.
I guess not.
I was under the assumption that you were the best of friends.
Yeah, well, one time.
Times change.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it.
Look, let's proceed with our objective, with, of course, Mr. Spencer's cooperation.
Yes, we would like to look around, Luke.
Please help yourself. As the commissioner found last night, I have nothing to hide.
Why don't we start at the cashier's cage?
Very good.
You'll forgive me if I don't conduct a personal tour.
Oh, I think we can find our way around.
Good. I like a guy who doesn't need a map. The lady at the cage is our security expert, and she will be as cooperative with you as I have been.
Oh, thank you.
Her name is Connie Townley. This is Mr. Valentine. He is from Washington.
Miss Townley.
Valentine?
Oh, of course, Robert Scorpio. I believe I introduced the two of you once before.
Yes, I remember.
Yes. Well, you're hardly forgettable, Robert. Be cooperative with them, will you, Connie?
Well, I'll certainly try. Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
Well, have you discovered anything out of the ordinary, Miss Townley?
Other than gambling chips, no, sir.
Have you checked the other areas?
But not yet. Maybe you could tell me what it is you're looking for.
We'll know when we find it.
And if you don't find it here?
Oh, we'll find it. Sooner or later. Shall we begin?
Sure. Let me bring out some racks and trays for you here. Commissioner, take that, please. And leave here with you, back to the ship.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.